Hello, hello. How are you? I'm Imani and this is my channel. Nice to see you here. Today I will be practicing with some Pinterest inspired makeup. I haven't been doing my makeup that much recently, so this will be a fun little activity for me. And I'm just gonna walk you through my thought process and how I figure everything out, because really I would say that I'm more of a beginner / intermediate makeup doer. Like, even with my inspiration, I never do it exactly. 1, because I might not have the skills. 2, because I always kind of like to do my own thing. And 3, I actually don't buy makeup that often. I think overconsumption in makeup is very easy to do when there's always something new coming out, but I like to get the most bang for my buck. I do think I want to get a different palette though eventually, because I'm getting into more colorful looks, and the ones I have are nice, but they're more curated. I want one that's a bit more rainbow-esque so I can use one for a lot of things. But generally, I always like to be pretty smart with the makeup I'm buying. But anyways, I just put on my foundation and concealer and set my eyelids. I am using e.l.f. for both of those. When it comes to setting, I heard a tip that it's best to put the powder in something else, put it on your sponge, and then rub it around on the back of your hand to get an overall like thin and consistent layer when it comes to setting. This is the setting powder I'm using. It's the only one I've been using for a while and I like it so far. I would love some tips about creasing though, because I'm not sure if it's just because that's just how my eyes are set up or if it's the product, but I feel no matter what setting spray or product I use, I always crease, so maybe it is just a me problem. But anyways, I'm going in with some more e.l.f. products. If you can't tell, this is one of my favorite lower end brands, and I am just going to put this all around. So far so good, but this is just a basic base that I would do for most looks. Just gonna continue blending this out, and I think that this might be a tad too dark for me. I kind of want something warmer, but it does give me a chiseled look. I used to think I had more of a round face, but as I've lost weight, I realized that I'm a bit more chiseled than I gave myself credit for, which I'm pretty happy with. Yes, look at me glow. You gotta love it. Gotta love the sun. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer at the bottom to give a bit more of a striking look. Just a tad. I can't really tell if there's a difference. I just be doing stuff, and I don't like how I look so harsh right there, which is another reason I think this might be a tad too dark for me. But what are you gonna do? I'm not getting another one until that one is empty. So I love this bronzer, but it's on its last legs. I don't think it's sold anymore, because when I tried to find it, I couldn't. So I got this one thinking it would be similar, but I also think it's a tad too harsh, but it's contour, not bronzer, so that makes sense. But if there's any that are similar to the first palette, the circle one I showed, please let me know. Yeah, you gotta get in that thing. Like, anyone who knows this feeling, like, come on, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm thinking I might even just scrape it all off from the sides and put it in the middle, but I'm not too sure. I don't want to accidentally spill it all one day, because I don't know, this one was just my favorite. I'm so sad that I can't find it anymore. And I'm gonna go in with my contour. I probably should have did the contour first, then the bronzer, but like I said, I'm no beauty guru or makeup expert. I literally just do whatever and hope it comes out good. Spoiler alert, I actually didn't really like this look that much. It didn't come out terribly, but I definitely wish I had a different product or different technique. But knowing me, I will never attempt this exact same look again, but I will continue critiquing myself, and hopefully the next time if I see something similar, it'll come out even better. I'm opting to contour my nose with powder instead of liquid foundation, contrary to my daily look, just because I already set around my nose, so I think this will just be a better option. I prefer starting from my brows, working it down. I don't like to be too harsh on my sides, but I do put a little bit more at my bottom to show my button nose a little bit more. I'm not sure, would it be bulbous, button? All I know is I don't really have that strong of a bridge. So I typically go for this look, but I've also seen some people conceal all the way around and only focus on the bottom. I put liquid and powder at the bottom of my lip to give it a more plump appearance. Sometimes I'll put highlighter on the top of my lips or powder on the top as well to show my cupid's bow more. And here's the overall powder that I'll put all over my face. And I'm gonna finally do my brows. I did it off camera because it's nothing too serious, it's very regular. I do cut off the ends of my brow sometimes though. Right here, I'm just deciding on the colors in the palette I want to use. I think I got this from Forever 21. It's a pretty cheap palette, so I want something similar to this, but maybe a few more colors and better quality. As I move on to the other eye, I'm slowly realizing that I'm not sure if I chose the right colors for the exact look I'm going for, but I'm just gonna keep going because once I've started, I am not turning back. I will just keep doing more and more and something different or the same and hope for the best. But I don't think it came out too bad. I'm gonna use this lip liner. I use my lip liners and my eyeliners interchangeably. I believe that this is one of the ones my mom gave me. She's going on her minimalist journey, so she got rid of a lot of her makeup and I'm gonna use it. Obviously, it's my first time using it. I actually don't mess with the color purple that much in general. It used to be my favorite color, but now I've moved on to other things. I did start to get frustrated around here. I felt like my line was just looking drank, but like I said, I will persist. I think that the consistency was stiffer than I imagined it would be. I thought this would be easier than putting eyeshadow in a single line, but if I were to do this again, I'd probably do that first. And I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. I feel like I'm looking a bit electronic, but according to the inspo photo, they had a little bit in front. If I were to do this again, I don't know if I would put it in the front like this. I felt it looked a little incomplete. Later on, I did end up putting a bit more on the bottom in general to, I guess, balance it out. But I kind of look like I have a fancy purple eye. Like I got punched but from a fairy, so it's cute. This is the second palette I'm using. I don't even know where it's from. I think my sibling, Colorspell. I think my sibling gave it to me a while ago, and I'm just deciding on which colors I think I'm gonna use. I decided to go back over the lines, but with a dark purple eyeshadow. I think this one has a little bit of glitter in it. I was hoping that the darkness would hopefully fix some of the errors with the lip liner. I thought wrong because it did not really help too much. I'm kind of giving up on the lines right now and just gonna go ahead and clean it up the best I can with this wipe to give a sharper appearance. Okay, this is what we are working with. What do you think? I You know, I still have my complaints, but I am a problem solver. I will continue. I'm going to use this palette. It has some purple shimmers. I don't know where I got it from. Probably got it in like middle or high school, and I just never threw it away. You can see my makeup in the back. That's where like most of my base and lip stuff are, but I keep my eyeshadow palette somewhere else. I put the shimmer on the bottom of the second line and under my brow. This is the third palette I'll be using. I only have 4, so you guys have pretty much seen my whole palette collection. And I'm just deciding on which colors I want to use. And I'm just gonna go straight in. I think at this point I wanted more shimmer. I'm a shimmery girl, what can I say? I want to blind people when they look at me sometimes. Wonder what that's about. At this point, I kind of gave up on the eyeshadow. I don't even care anymore. It's time to just put these diamonds on. Like, I'm not showing it, but I did get more and more irritated as this was going on because I just wasn't too happy with how it was coming out. But you know, I guess there's only one more thing I can do, which is put diamonds on. I put my own spin on it a little bit because it reminded me of the galaxy, so I added these stars. And this is my favorite blush that I'll be using. And these 2 highlighters. I wish I knew where that white one was from. And here are the lip products I'll be using. These are some more things my mom gave me, and they are just too cute, especially for a pale-lipped girl like myself. I definitely need some color sometimes. I feel like I look a little ghostly occasionally, but it used to look way worse when I was like at the height of my anemia. Now for the finishing touches, I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow. And that's the finished look. Here's the finished look in all of its glory in my commons bathroom at my university. The lighting wasn't too bad, so I thought, why not? But I think I'll give this look a 4 out of 10, and I'll do better next time.